Good morning, unprocessors. Good morning. Welcome in. Grab a cup. Let's unprocess our morning together. Just waiting. I had this awareness that I desired for some time to make a commitment to myself first and then you, of course, to come into this community on a regular basis. So, good morning. This is Tuesday's Live, and we're going to be unprocessing our days together, our life together. And January, welcome in. This is January 6th. And how's your January going? Are you practicing the practices that you had signed up for, that you said yes to yourself for? Because 2026 is a different year. Many can feel it. I feel it. I trust you are as well, in the same realm that we're creating and playing together in. And 2026, I'm going to say this, and I don't actually say this too often, the word not, and I am going to say this intentionally right now. 2026 is not another year to play small, to set another resolution and say no to it later. Something heavy, even the word resolution or sometimes even goals can feel heavy. The words themselves feel heavy. Laden shoulds or burdens upon our shoulders. And this is a brand new year to say yes to something new and to co-create a brand new part of you. And it isn't to become somebody that you're not. It is to reveal a new facet of who we are together in this community. And this is the moment in 2026 to be present, to co-create, and from a place of peace. Have you heard of words of the year? Or creating a word of the year comes maybe from our head. What I choose instead this year is to create with a feeling, an aligned feeling, and being present and co-creating through setting the tone of my day in the morning with peace. Sign me up for that one. Yes, I'm a yes. Are you? 2026 is asking you, will you finally show up for you? I'm excited that you're here to play in this arena. This is the practices. This is who I landed as when I found that I was living a life that wasn't really authentically me. I had been in illness, receiving 2 kidney transplants, and going through a really hard time in my health. That's why health is a gift. It's been a gift that I've received myself. Many of you have heard. And 2026 is asking you finally, are you going to show up? And how are you going to show up? And how do you create the essence of you that you do trust that you show up in peace, or at least satisfaction? And I'm choosing to show up every day and co-create that from the moment I wake up. And that's what mornings are. That's why I said yes to a morning cup with you, to help set an intention of who we really can be. And there's magic. There's actually science too. There's magic in the morning. It is an opportunity to land in this land of peace, pure peace. And I know for me, if you're a lot like me, in the past, that wasn't the case. I literally would wake up, and as soon as my eyes would open, my heart would be pounding in my chest as if there was an alarm going off and bells. And it was just simply my nervous system going, oh shit, I'm feeling behind. I'm wondering if you felt that way before, or maybe even this morning. A sense of feeling behind the 8 ball, so to speak, feeling behind. Perhaps your heart was beating in your chest like mine. We have a beautiful opportunity of practicing something new and doing this intentionally and learning to make intentions and decisions. Maybe you've even avoided that part of literally making a decision that I will show up brand new this year. Today, even just today, I'll show up new today. Does that feel and land a little softer for you than the whole year? So it does start this morning, one morning at a time, one day at a time. And perhaps you've been avoiding that, but we're starting now to make better choices together. And that's the beauty of community. When we get together, we get to co-create together this group, one where we come expecting unity, expecting a gathering of like-minded souls that we get to share from our heart, come home to ourselves here. Feel that we can just come on and our curlers I just had in my hair, if you choose, come in as whoever you are. This is the time in the morning, especially, to let go and no longer say yes to vague resolutions or vague promises to yourself. It is the time to say yes to yourself, and a time for feeling that you can do and be whomever you choose. And we're going to do it together. So in a few moments, I'm going to share with you a little practice that I know will change your life. It's science. It helps create new neural patterns. We have this beautiful opportunity in the morning. And instead of waking up with your heart pounding, you can set a new record of waking up and just literally calming your nervous system with this practice. We can train our brain, new neural pathways get created, and we can repeat them over and over. And that's how we create and train our brain. Our mind doesn't know the difference here between an imagined reality and the reality with the capital R that we create. Exhale on that. We get to create the reality we choose. This is what God gave us, this free will opportunity to be in resource. And the reality we create is the one that we start with in the morning. I truly believe that your mornings are going to change when you play around with this and set this intention. And these mornings, I'm just sharing these mornings, I promise we're going to come in on Tuesdays, have a cup of whatever you're drinking, and maybe breathe, set an intention, talk about some of the 4 goals, the 4 pillars, the core 4 that I have of food and feeling and focus and freedom and how they work in our lives. And this is feeling. And setting an intention, as I said, a word of the year. My word is peace. Creating peace every day. I value that. I trust that the mornings that you're going to start to learn this peace practice for yourself, you too will covet this time. And it can look the way however you wish. It can be just a few minutes. You're worth 5 minutes. I say you're worth way more than that, but 5 minutes. And actually, I've done as a high achiever, I used to get out of bed, say, hey, no more hitting snooze. Let's just get up and go. And that was leading to my heart pounding out of my chest. That was the opposite of peace. And 2026 gets to be the year we create and be present in this peace. We get to choose peace, land in this place of peace. All right, so did I say peace enough? What's your year or word of the year? What is the meaning of this year that you really are choosing to embrace? If you're watching this after the recording and hitting replay, please enter into the comments here. What is your word? Have you chosen one? And hit hashtag replay. Let me know where you are, how you're doing this year, and are you choosing to come in and practice this every day? As I said this morning, we're going to confirm what science has already shared with us, that we can create new neural pathways. We can change our life. We can transform, which is one of my smart soul decisions. So it's smart decisions, and we'll talk about that next week is my plan about smart decision makings from your soul. And today, what this Tuesday means to me is that we're bonding and that we're getting together. And what I'd like you to do is, this is the year that you're choosing first to set the standard for you, a standard of peace versus chaos. Find calm, whatever your word is. I talk about words being very magical. God said he created the world with his word, with his breath. He created you. And so there's a bridge there to watch our words, to set decrees. It's a decree, which is the Latin form of drawing a line in the sand. It's to cut, is the root word of decree. So it's like drawing a line in the sand saying, I am peace. I am creating peace. And for what you can do, what's available for you this year? Have you even chosen to make and create the healthiest version of you this year? I'm imagining you have some of that in you, or else you're probably already tuned off of this. Maybe not even in this group. Yeah. And if you're in this group, what does the healthiest version of you look like? That's the practice that we're going to choose today. And these Tuesdays will be quick. I'm aware that we all have a busy life, and maybe a half an hour, which will be a stretch because I love to talk, and I'm already there almost. Yet this is the year we get to make a choice and one word, anchor this feeling in. I'm going to look at my notes. We're going to choose to feel the shift today together and connect and go to this reality of feeling resourced together. And let's just take a moment to get into this realm, setting your feet on the floor. Taking a moment to get into the practice now. Maybe grab a piece of paper and pen for afterwards, or for any notes that you feel. Take a moment to do that now. And before we go any further, we're going to set this in motion now. Grounding exercise. So if it's safe to do so, plant your feet, get into a comfortable position. Close your eyes if it's safe to do so, or soften your gaze if not. Take a breath in through your nose. Exhale out your mouth. 2 more times. In through your nose. Slowly exhaling and releasing your body, the stress that you're holding with that exhale. That's it. Last time, breathing in through your nose. 3, 4, 5. Let it all go. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, let's picture yourself. In your mind, can you see the healthiest version of you? Not some glamour shot version of you, the real healthiest version of you right now in your mind. See you, skin glowing, eyes bright, hair healthy, shining. Your energy feeling vital. fully alive in this moment? Can you see you as your healthiest version? Now imagine it's morning, eyes closed still. The healthiest version of you is waking up. How does she wake up? Is she rushing, frantic? Or is she taking a moment to breathe in ease? Hitting snooze and giving herself permission to breathe and create her day. What is her first thought? Is it the, oh no, I'm behind, heart pounding feeling and thoughts of a to-do list? Or does she really set the tone and intention for her day in the next 8 minutes of a snooze? Warm in her bed still. It's early, it's quiet. This time is for her. What are her first words to herself? Is it criticism or kindness? And how about her body? How does she rise from bed? Does she get out of bed with stiffness and complaining? Or does she get up with gratitude and grace? Observe her right now. See her in the kitchen. What does she choose to put in her body? How does she prepare her food, her day? Is it with love and intention, purpose? Or is it rushed and mindless, just grabbing or going without? Notice how she holds herself. Does she align herself and her posture with attracting alignment versus ailment? Or is she collapsed and defeated, rounded shoulders and hunched over? How does she dress? Does she walk in the closet and throw on the first things that are in there? Or does she set herself up to adorn herself with honor? Welcoming in the day with peace. What does she say to others when she sees them? Is she full of criticism and complaints, the same critic that's running her life up to now? Or is she choosing to pause and purposefully speak with grace and truth, with love? Most importantly, how is she speaking to herself? Is it the harshness, the judging, and she's not good enough, unworthy, or who is she to show up today, and playing small? Or is it with absolute compassion trusting and knowing her worth. That she's worthy of healing and feeling the fullness of who she's created to be. The healthiest version of herself. Take a moment and really see her, feel her lovingly. See her and be her. You are her. This is you. Not some fantasy. This is you. Your body remembers. Your cells know and trust this state that you are creating. Your mind, again, doesn't know the difference between this imagined reality or the reality with a capital R, the resourced version that you choose to create in the morning. In the morning time, this is who you are. Period. You're choosing to make a decision and go forward today in this highest version of you. Take a breath. Open your eyes if they're closed. Come back into the room and be present with me. And here's my question. What did you see? What did you see when you were observing you? What did the room look like? And are you okay with what you saw, or are you choosing something new today? Today, 26 is about, this is the year for today. January is when we lay the seeds for the spring. For in 3 months, that's when we look at things sprouting up, and that's when we have the energy to really say and see the fruits of our labor. This can be labor. Our body goes through healing cycles, through 3-month healing cycles. It's like the planet, it's like, hopefully, maybe I'm in Houston. We don't see the dramatic seasons yet. We all do feel them. And January, this is our season to plant the seeds of intention. Not a resolution that feels hard. This is an intention that is coming home to you. Who are you unprocessing? What are you letting go of? And what are you grabbing and saying, this is who I am? Decisively. In the comments, put one thing that came to you. Share with me. I read all of these, and this is for you too. To presence yourself is to go a little further. We're not hiding. This is showing up. Write one thing that you noticed about yourself. Maybe it was about how you prepare food with intention. Did you set it out the night before? What feels good to you? Did you just love hitting the snooze button and allowing yourself, really giving yourself permission, permission, I love that word, permission to snooze, yet not fall back to sleep and go unconscious to your life? Permission to be, do, and have everything that you are here for, the healthiest version of you. It begins today, right now, together. It begins with you first. It begins when we say yes to ourselves. So when you meet yourself first, your nervous system is calmer. This is the regulation part. Taking a pause and breathing and noticing how you can change your state by feeling and connecting because our brain doesn't know the difference. You can get out of your stinking thinking here and create the lovely, juiciest version of your morning that you choose, however that looks. And I'd love to hear from you as we're closing up. I'd love to hear from you. I think that's all my notes. What is one thing that you're doing in January, brand new? What is the newness of you, the healthiest version of you? And that's how we're starting January, laying these seeds. And so if you did have your paper and pen, your journal prompt today is, how do I feel this year? What is the word that you feel aligned to rise up with? My word is peace. Maybe yours is ease. Maybe grace, chill, pleasure. What is your word? And what thoughts now will you choose to think to create the feeling that creates the new behavior that becomes your reality with a capital R? Thank you. Again, every Tuesday. This isn't even part of the challenge. It's pre-challenge time. Pre-challenge. Is challenge even a fun word? It's every Tuesday. I will meet you here. Next Tuesday on the 13th, join me. Inside this group, this is the Zoom link. You can come on in and join me here. Join the chat and we converse live, real time, breathe together, real time. I will be doing more grounding work and setting the tone for our day, and also be answering questions that you might have here, especially about food. It's the first pillar, what the food is this year, this month especially. And you can join me live or watch it replay as I post this into our group. And thank you. Just thank you. I'm really grateful that you joined. Have a great day. Bye now.